Everybody, welcome to another episode of The Cynical Marketers. Thank you for joining us today. We are episode 64, and it's season 2 of that, really, the year 2 of our journey, and episode 12 in the second season. So we continue marching on, and today we're going to talk about content and why it's so challenging to get business owners, leaders, founders, whoever, the face of the business, the people that you want doing content for a business. Why is it so hard to get them to do it?
Oof.
Right? And we have an example, a famous one that just happened, and this is why, right? I know if you're out there and you're tuning into this, unlikely, but if you are, Lance, the McDonald's CEO, right? Everyone saw this. There was a viral moment, and then all the other CEOs from brands jumped on it. He did this video introducing their new Arch Burger at McDonald's, and people made fun of it and thought it was silly, right?
Ooh, he got a lot of hate for it, right? Like, he really did. It was,
unwarranted, I thought, really. And really what you watch it, and you're like, I don't know, it was fine, And I think it just became a thing on the internet, and then it became easy content. So that's why once the internet ball starts rolling, nothing's going to stop it. Doesn't matter if it's real, truthful or not.
Right.
And he's the CEO of a huge company, so he's not going to get any sympathy from anybody.
No.
It's easy to pile on to that.
And he really didn't get any sympathy. I mean, it's interesting because his video got like millions and millions of views across platforms, right? And then other brands started mimicking it. Other CEOs went and made videos, and people stitched the video a ton.
Oh my gosh.
It got,
I saw Business Insider or Forbes, one of them put out a report that they estimated it was $18 million in earned media for McDonald's as a result of that video because of everyone else doing it. Then all the other content creators who went out there to try the burger themselves and make their own video, it became a thing. And McDonald's wasn't planning that. We're not, absolutely did not plan for that.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, hey, I got an idea. This is going to go viral. I need you to look like this. This guy's not that kind of an actor.
No, he's not an actor. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
You could tell that he's a typical business, like business owner, the kind of owners that we work with, who is like, I know I have to do this because this is what's required of me to be present for my business. But he was super awkward on camera. He got so much hate on this video. And I'm sure that folks have watched it. We're a couple of weeks out now from it. If you haven't seen it, go find it. But he did get so much hate of how robotic he was, how unnatural he was, how what was the size of the bite of the burger, like the weirdest stuff. But this is why people get self-conscious about being on camera, right?
It's for sure.
While it earned them, you said 18 million and earned,
That's one report I saw,
media. On the flip side of that, did you even know what the CEO of McDonald's looked like before this video? I had no idea. Like, I've never stopped to look that up for any reason. And so now this man is out there and everybody is just on him about everything in the most negative way. It's why people don't want to do video, Mike.
Yeah. And let me watch the production value here, everyone. We're going to show you the video.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're listening on Spotify, which again, you're not, but on the off chance,
maybe
we have the video, but it's a brief clip here. Let's show this thing. Watch.
Right. The moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch.
That's not a big bite of anything, but okay.
I know, but it wasn't that bad.
No.
And you go eat on camera.
I know. I don't want to be on camera now.
Yeah, nobody does it.
No.
You think about in movies and TV shows how often you see people in eating settings. They're at dinner or breakfast or whatever. Rarely do you see anyone ever putting actual food in their face.
Yeah.
Think about the times that you do. It's kind of rare because it's not easy to pull off.
Yeah.
You remember, I don't have the clip, and if I did, I would screw it up playing it, but Angel Reese did that commercial last year for McDonald's, right? Where McDonald's, again, I think it was McDonald's, made a burger for her, a special thing, and then she had this thing, and she took this obviously terrible fake bite of the burger because Angel Reese isn't an actor and has not been trained on that, and it looks awkward. It's not easy to do. You do it on camera. Nobody wants to be filmed eating things.
Right.
It's awkward.
No.
So I didn't think he did that bad of a job. How big of a bite do you want him to take on camera? Like, okay, man, really, like, get your mouth open. If you can unhinge your jaw even, that would be great.
It was interesting, though, because, like, Burger King came out right after, right? And they kind of made a mess. Like, their CEO made a mess of eating their, new Whopper or whatever. I just think what this speaks to, though, is, like, Mike, like you said, these are not folks who are trained to be on camera. They're not actors. We're used to, especially from companies like this, more of like a higher value production commercials and ads, right? And so you're putting a CEO of a company, on social media. Like this guy isn't used to doing these things. He's not used to being on camera, period. I'm sure he's used to like talking to large groups because he probably addresses his team and the company and stuff, or goes and does talks and everything, but to be on camera eating, I think what was really interesting about this, though, I think from our standpoint, and something that you've been talking about, Mike, for the last year that we've had this podcast, is content, right? And the actual genuinely representing yourself and being the face of your business and creating content around that and getting on camera and addressing your FAQs and talking to your audience, and that you don't need to go viral like the CEO of McDonald's did, right? Because I feel like this video went viral because he was such an easy target to roast. He was so notably out of his comfort zone, right? Yeah. So people were all on him about, how they felt this was like robotic and corporate, and he's detached and he's not really trying the burger and all this stuff. But like you said, like, you go do it. Because we work with businesses all the time. I mean, even between the two of us, you're the one that does most of the content, video content for us, because people are just not comfortable being on camera.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and roast the CEO all you want, but at least he showed up, you know? Like most people won't even try.
And this is a great example. I think that's why it still makes it so valuable, because most people will not do it. They don't want to do it. They think they're going to get roasted like this guy.
Right.
And you're probably not, because nobody knows who you are. And even if you make something, it's not like anyone's really going to see it. But and even if you do, you're going to get hate on the internet. If you put yourself out on the internet, you are going to get hate, because that's what the internet is. That's what they do. People just love to make negative comments. Nada, what did you just tell me before we came on? What'd somebody say to you in a comment?
Oh, somebody told me I look tired.
Yeah,
I was like, great. Love that for me. Love waking up in the morning and looking at notifications on my social media and being told that I look tired when I thought I looked all right.
I got a comment. Somebody commented? Wow, what did we think?
Yeah.
You look tired, loser.
Great. Love that for me. Honestly, this is the thing, though, that we tell business owners that showing up as yourself is important. And I think people get so discouraged because they'll see the CEO of McDonald's, Mike, and they'll see the amount of hate this man will get, right? And they're like, but I don't want that. I don't want people telling me I'm tired either, right? Like, so I don't want people like nitpicking how I show up on camera. But it's so important that you show up. Right? Yep. Because the algorithms and all these things have like changed, and people don't engage with like these perfectly edited, high like level ads anymore. People will engage with something that is just, that feels organic. Like, you can think that he was uncomfortable on camera. He probably was. This isn't what he does. Right? Like, he probably didn't wake up and was like, I'm going to try to be an influencer and a creator today. Right? So he was notably, like a little bit uncomfortable or just not really sure what to do and kind of like stiff. And he's a CEO of a company. Like, this isn't his job, isn't to be a creator and to be on the internet
doing something he doesn't
time.
do, has not practiced.
Yeah. And so but he still showed up. And I think that's the value of it, right? And what was interesting then, all these other people followed, right? All these other CEOs. And then, the commentary, the narrative online was, well, now I want to see such and such CEO use this product. I want to see, the CEO of Salesforce try to enter a CRM, update or whatever it was. Like, you want that is people signaling to everybody, as snarky as they were being, that they want to connect with the business owners, right? Like, they want to see you, the business owner, try your own product. Right? Like, try your own product, try your own service, be out there so you can be, you become a little bit more relatable, even, despite all this hate. I think he did fine. I didn't think he was terrible, but I agree with you that I didn't think that they thought it would go as viral as it did. And so,
there's no way they planned for that. So it was
we
just set it
really
up this way because we knew how people were going to, no, you didn't.
No, I don't think they could anticipate it. They just thought this is, we're just doing something that looks more like organic social media, right? And so, they did that. And I think for the business owners, this is what you have to do. You have to show up. You have to do video content. You can't hide behind a brand and a business entity forever, Worse yet, you don't want somebody else to become a face of your business,
Yeah.
We've seen that happen too. Where
so this is why so many businesses then try faceless content. Mm-hmm. So then you're, we're not going to, because I don't want anyone else. I don't want to do it, but I don't want to run the risk of one of my employees becoming the face of my business.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that either. So we're going to do faceless content. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, well, you're everybody else. You're just like everybody else.
But there's no genuine connection.
How do you stand out? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Blog posts, SEO, great.
There's no genuine connection when you do faceless content. Faceless content can only work for so many things. But if you're running a business where you're actually interacting with customers, if you have a brick and mortar, like one of our clients, or if you are a service-based business where you're going to have to interact with customers eventually, right? At some stage of your business, why not then be on camera? That is the thing that we always tell business owners, Mike, right? If you are comfortable showing up in your store, if you're comfortable showing up in your business, if you're comfortable going to networking events and you're introducing yourself and you're talking to people, especially if you are in sales, you're selling something, right? I guess we all are in a way, but especially if you're a B2B business, people will see you, they will interact with you. So the camera, generally getting comfortable on camera, it takes time and it takes practice. And I am one of those people that we are telling people constantly to be on camera and to do their own content. I personally hate it, right? Yeah. I am not comfortable with it as much as I wish I was. But it's hard, but it's necessary.
Yeah. Our client that we have too, and she is doing great.
Yeah.
On her content. When we first started with her, we did our content and then we were having her do her own
videos,
organic
in the store
kind of stuff of herself, more raw.
Yeah.
That stuff did way better. And we're stopping ours right now. You focus on you with your cell phone. It doesn't make any sense to try to do these other. People are engaging with this other thing. And she was super uncomfortable at first. She's like, oh, I don't want to be on. But now she's already had people come into her shop saying, I saw you online. She is connecting with people.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about, especially in her business, it's a retail store in our local area here.
Yeah.
People can buy the stuff that she sells online from anywhere. Go on Amazon.
Right.
Why are people going to come into your place of business when there's the convenience of Amazon?
Right.
It's if I only want the thing, then I'm going to go to Amazon because it's easier, it's more convenient. I can get it delivered tomorrow morning. I don't even have to leave my house. But I want to go to you because I'm connecting with you. I love the person who owns this shop. It feels personal to me, and I really connect with this.
Yeah.
There's a relationship there.
And that's how you have to show up. I think it's so important that you show up as authentically you. You don't need, we've entered an interesting stage, I think, over the last year, And even, the CEO of Instagram was talking about this. The algorithms have switched now to promoting a more organic content, like more organic feeling content, right? Which is you on your cell phone in front of a camera, more so than like edited videos, the AI edited videos that people were using all the different tools to edit, like, and they were templated and had quick transitions and things flying in and out. Like all of those things have sort of become overrated, and like the algorithms are not pushing those things anymore. So I think if you're a small business owner, it's important that your content includes you. It's great that you want to do some faceless stuff. You want to do some carousel, some educational videos, some entertaining videos. Fine, great. But the content that connects with people the most is just you on talking to people on camera. You don't need to. We always say this, don't chase trends. If you're an accountant, like we always, I don't know why we always say, like, if you're an accountant in Georgia, right? Like, you don't need to do the next viral TikTok dance, that's not going to get you clients. It may get you views, but it's not going to get you clients. What you want is probably, like, you just need to show up as yourself and talk about the things that you know.
Yeah, it's okay. Like if you can do the viral dance, great.
Yeah,
great. And if you got time, most people don't, right? So you have to be
Right.
judicious about your use of time and content creation. So we're always cognizant of that for business owners. You're super busy.
Absolutely.
You don't have time to do every last little thing. So
Right.
you have to use that time wisely. And if you're going to block your time, which we recommend too, and create content in batches that is evergreen so that you can keep using it.
Yeah.
Because when you do viral trends, you can only use that video one time.
Yeah.
And is that the best use of your time then
Yeah.
to promote your business? If you have lots of time or you have a dedicated person who has the time, great. Try to get in on some trends. But
Right.
most don't. So you
No,
really have to be judicious about your usage of time.
Yeah.
And to create things that are evergreen, meaning they don't expire. So you can reuse them.
Yep.
And that's how you start building a content library then, and you can build up over time and, have a library of things to fall back on when you're just like, I'm just not feeling it right now. I just have a hard time making anything. I'm just not feeling it, because everybody will go through that too.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just
Absolutely.
hard. I have ups and downs in this too. And I haven't made a video for us in days or a week maybe. So,
but we build up such a library though. Like I think over time, this is, exactly what you're saying is if you start talking about your business, you start answering some general questions that you get about your business. You start building a library. I think most people get so excited about content at first and they're like, oh yes, I can post 2 or 3 times a day, right? And then 2 weeks in, even if that long, they get burnt out because you have other things to do in your business, right? You have your logistics and your actual like clients that you're assisting and all of the things. So it will like either you'll burn out or you won't have the time and then you'll stop. You'll lose that momentum. But if you slowly build up your evergreen library, you can always go back to that content. And we say this all the time. And I think other people have said it. I think Hermosi has said it. Gary Vee has said it too. And they both do it all the time. Repost your evergreen content. Do not make a mistake to say, like, you posted this thing today and then everybody saw it, so I can't post it again, right? Like, every couple of weeks you can repost the same content.
Right.
Chances are folks didn't see it,
Nobody saw it. And if they did, they don't remember it.
Yeah.
And you have to show up over and over and over to be remembered.
Yeah.
So even if they did see it before, it's fine for them to see it again. It's
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not going to get mad. Like, oh, people are going to get sick of my content. No, they won't.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. No one's getting sick of you. There's no way you are producing enough stuff and being repeated enough times for anyone to get sick of you.
Yeah, it just it doesn't work that way. That's
like insurance companies produce at that level.
Yeah.
You got to be at that level of repetition.
And really just
to get to that.
And that's the thing. It's just nobody, like people, I think, because we are all so close to our own things, we know them and we scrutinize them and we worry that people will, oh my God, they're going to see that I reposted the same video over and over again. If you look at some of the stats, I think an average viewing time is like 7 or 8 seconds on a 60-second video.
Yep.
People don't even watch the whole thing. Like, they just don't. Even if you post a video, you know, that is like 30 to 60 seconds long, people will watch like an itty-bitty fraction of it and scroll. You know, so I think that's one of the biggest learning things for me, Mike, in the last 12 months has been how that attention is co-opted on social media, and how just because you think you've now recorded this video, maybe you tried it 7 or 8 times, you edited it, like, you know, you put it in one of the apps or you're just posting it, you are so close to it that you've now seen it 20 times in just trying to get that one video out. Your audience does not interact that way with that content.
Right.
You know, they just don't.
You'll get sick of stuff long before anyone else does. And then that's the trap people fall into.
Yeah.
So like, we talk about this too much. Like,
no, you don't.
no, you think that because
Right.
you see it all the time and you're deep in it.
Right.
But nobody else is.
No.
And if somebody does see it a lot, they're probably one of your bigger fans.
Yeah.
To be seeing you so often like that, it's probably the 5% of people who really want to see more stuff from you.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's okay. They're raving fans already. That's why they're seeing you so often. They're coming to check your stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. But,
Yeah.
you know, really this is about, again, you just have to do it, and most people don't. And this is why it's so valuable.
Yeah.
Because this is a differentiator.
Absolutely.
This is a way for you to separate. If you think everybody's out there creating content, they are not.
Wrong. Yeah.
It's a small percentage of people who actually make content for their businesses. Face themselves with real people.
Yeah.
This is why AI content's taken off too, because people think like, oh, I can create an AI avatar and it doesn't even really have to be me, right? Because they, I can still separate myself. Because people want to do that because it removes their own personal feeling from criticism.
Right.
Because now if it's critical, it's not me, it's the business. I'm going to put this thing out about my business. They're like, that's stupid. Well, yeah, they think the business is stupid. But when it's me, if I go out and say the same thing, they're like, that's stupid. People are like, well, they think I'm stupid.
Right.
Because it's me now. So now it's personal.
Right.
So that's why, again, people don't want to do this stuff. And they love the faceless AI because it removes them. They can take a step away from the connection to criticism.
Yeah.
Because people don't want that.
Yeah.
But that is what makes it valuable. And when it's hard, that's the valuable stuff. Easy things, everybody does.
Yeah.
And that's why there's no value to it then.
Right. Yeah.
This is why you have to do this stuff.
You have to connect on a personal level. And listen, if a CEO of McDonald's can do it, and that guy doesn't have to, you know, McDonald's has money to pay anybody and everybody to do videos for them, you know? So if he understands the value of showing up, I think, you know, every small business owner should, you know, I think it's important.
Everybody, Nada said everyone's selling something, right? But didn't Claude tell you one of the reasons why our podcast is so bad because we never sell our services?
Yes, Claude roasted us quite a bit, and it said we don't pitch our services enough. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, we are also a team that is behind the Big Brain Strategy, bigbrainstrategy.com. We have a bunch of free tools on there, so go check those out. Do your own marketing audits. We've given you so many tools on there, guys, like that you can actually like audit your entire marketing for your business and see exactly where you need to, what you need to focus on and how to grow and what levers to move. And of course, if you need any help, like let us know. We're
always there.
We're always there.
Claude, suck it.
We're always there. Listen, Claude and I have a new relationship, so Claude's a little rough on me.
I have been so
would have held my hand through telling me.
ChatGPT refugees came over. I feel like Claude has gotten dumber. I have been, if Claude ever released the chat logs of how I have been talking to it in the last like 5 days.
You're going to get on some kind of a list, Mike.
Yeah. I ask it regularly. Did you have a stroke? And it's like, that's a valid concern.
That's a valid concern, yeah. No, ChatGPT would have held my hand a little bit and then told me that our podcast needs a pitch about our services. No, Claude went straight to it. So So we are also
There you go.
also a team that does this for a living, you guys, and we see it with businesses all the time. So when we give you advice,
wouldn't think we do this for a living, watching this podcast, but we actually do.
But we do.
And we actually have helped people.
Yeah.
Not ourselves, but we have helped others. We're way better with other people than we are ourselves.
That's very true. Yeah.
So
fair.
All right, everybody. That's bigbrainstrategy.com. You can go check that out. You're not here, but please. All right. Thank you for tuning in. If you're out there, make content. That's the end of it. But there you go. That's another week
guys.
in the books.
Yep.
Be sure to tune in again next week for another hard-hitting episode of The Cynical Marketers. We'll see you, everyone.
Bye.